I'm delighted. We have a little change in the programme here. We're going to talk to Talia now, and we're going to be talking to Sinead later on the show. So, as I was saying to you earlier, Talia is going to tell us all about Superlife. Hello, Talia.
Hi, Janet.
It's lovely to talk to you. We've had a very lovely email communication. So now, and I've sprung this on you. So we'll just take it nice and easy.
That's perfect. No problem. Yeah.
But I just heard about Superlife in the Food and Wine magazine. And I just found, now it's just a little snippet in it there in the is it the September one, because you know the way you get the September one in August, and
right.
And I just thought, well, it'd be lovely to have you on, and new product really, and just to talk to you a bit about that, and maybe what inspired you to set it up. And maybe sort of a little bit the philosophy behind it. So maybe we tell listeners first, because I've been saying to them Superlife for the last half hour, just to tell them, in case they think we're selling them a genie in a bottle or something like that. What is Superlife, or how would you describe it?
Well, Superlife is we make superfood blends. We're kind of a new Irish company on the market. I mean, we are around since October 2010. That's when we originally launched our products into the health food stores in Ireland. And what we actually want to do is make healthy eating really simple for people, and it's all focused around superfoods. And superfoods is kind of starting to become known for some people. Many people don't really know what superfoods are, but they're actually foods that come from all over the world. Some are Irish and some are from other parts, that are just loaded with nutrients, really, really high in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, proteins, way more than regular foods. And when you use them on a regular basis, and you don't have to use a lot of them, what's nice is that you can take a little bit and it goes a long way. You actually really, really feel the benefits. You get so much nutrition. You have way more energy. People start losing weight. You overcome your sugar cravings. It's just like, it sounds a bit like a miracle. But it's kind of like that, because when our body gets nutrition, then it starts, acting the way it should.
Okay. So how do you kind of package them, or how are you delivering this product to people?
Yeah, so what we do is we make superfood blends. So we actually put a few different kinds of superfoods all into one package. Our two original products was the original superfood mix, which is a blend of 8 different superfoods, all in powdered form, that you can put into any drink. So you can put it into a shake or make a smoothie. You can put it into water, juice, soup.
Super.
And so that's one. And then the other one is more like a breakfast topping that you could put on porridge or any like cereal, yogurt.
Or your muesli, added to your muesli.
Yeah. And what happens is reason I originally started with these blends is that I'm a holistic health counselor. I studied in New York. And one of our courses was on superfoods, and I never knew anything about superfoods. And I thought, wow, I got so inspired. David Wolf at the time, that he's the guru of superfoods.
Okay.
Kind of. He gave us a lecture, and I got so inspired. I decided, wow, I really, really have to try this. And at the time, I was vegan, vegetarian. I felt things weren't. I felt my body wasn't right, even though I was eating very, very healthy.
Yeah.
And the minute I added superfoods into my diet, at the time I would make a superfood smoothie every morning. I started to have so much energy. I was addicted to sugar for many, many, many years. Suddenly, I just didn't crave sweets as much. It was very easy for me, to pass by sugary stuff and not eat them. And then what happened is, because I felt so great with myself, I started introducing it to my clients. And they were getting great benefits, and they were losing weight and overcoming their sugar cravings. So then when Dermot and I met, and he also had a sugar issue. And
you're a load of sugar junkies.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are today.
Oh, we are, absolutely.
Sugars and everything, and we're all addicted to it. So anyways, that's why Dermot and I decided to put that blend into a bag and make it accessible to everybody.
Yeah, it's a fantastic idea, and you're brilliant. You were answering my question, but you're in a great way, because you're kind of explaining. Because I was going to ask you, because both yourself and Dermot kind of came to it from, well, I suppose Dermot's more from yoga and martial arts, and you came to it from the nutritional end of it.
Yeah.
So you kind of bring in that kind of experience to it.
Yeah, Dermot and I met in Thailand in 2010. He was doing a yoga teacher's training course. I also very much into yoga, but I was on a holiday, and we met, and we had a very instant connection, and that's the whole philosophy. It's like Superlife is not just a food company. It's all about having a super life, living a super life through food, through your your mental issues, through really finding that life that is a super life. How you do you enjoy your career? Like, it's so important to work in something that we love and pay attention to seeing what's happening in our relationships, and really, so a lot of things. We also do lectures and workshops on really having a super life, and one of the first things is the food we put in, but then it goes way more than that, because I like.
Well, I suppose when people feel better about themselves, then they feel better able to cope with other things as well. Do you know in that sense?
Yeah.
You know, which kind of leads them on to exploring other, just what you're saying there, actually.
Yeah, and it's also kind of paying attention to really putting the right food into our body, but then also seeing what nourishes us on a very deep level, but it's not food. We call it primary food. What are primary foods? Are they healthy?
Okay.
So it's really focusing on both aspects.
Now,
our food, and our primary food.
Well, I wouldn't be a very responsible food show or presenter if I didn't ask you. Of course, these are delicious shakes. And blends, and the things that the sort of blends that you would be kind of sprinkling on top of your porridge or your muesli. They're absolutely delicious. We're talking here about nuts and berries and things like that, aren't we?
Yeah. First of all, food has to be delicious. I don't believe in eating anything just because it's said to be healthy. If it's not tasty, then as far as I'm concerned, it's not healthy, because you won't be enjoying it.
Well, no one will stick with it, really, will they?
Yeah, exactly. You won't stick to it. It's a diet mentality. I always tell people, throw out the weighing scale. Don't weigh yourself. It's so depressing to go on that weighing scale. You give all the energy to how much you weigh. Instead of that, let's put the focus on eating healthy, putting healthy foods into our body, and put the focus back to how we feel. So really get rid of the weighing scale. And again, it has to be delicious. So our breakfast toppings. So we have the original one, and we just came out with two new ones. One with dehydrated coconut shreds, and one
lovely.
With delicious. Like, coconut is such an amazing food, and then the other one is with acai powder and cinnamon, and they really are delicious. You can put them in your porridge, or people just snack on them. They're delicious, and there's no sugar in them, and they're gluten free, and they're dairy free, and so they are yummy. And then we have the blends, which are more in powdered form, and if you put them into a smoothie with fruit, then you don't taste the powder as much. But when people start getting used to the powder, and it is greeny, it's green, it's very green. So
nothing wrong with green.
Yeah, it's a beautiful color, but you have to maybe get yourself a bit used to the flavor.
Yeah.
But I just drink it in water. I just I think it's yummy. It's great. I just walk around with a bottle with it in water, and then we have the two new powders that we came out. We have Mr. Green, which is very focused on men, and then we have Mrs. Green. They're the new couple in town.
Oh, lovely.
Mr. and Mrs. Green that are.
I love that.
Yeah. They've really been developed to support women's and men's health, and they have a really high percentage of green alkalizing, detoxifying superfoods. So they are the new ones that we have in the shops at the moment.
Brilliant. So when you say shops, would they be in mainstream shops, or are they in health food stores?
Well, they're in all the major health food stores in Ireland, and then we're in a lot in England also. And then we're also getting them into super values, more like fresh, if people are familiar with that one, but it's very easy to find them in the health food stores. So they're slowly going into the other convenient kind of stores.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, because unfortunately our health food store in Clifton nearest to us, they had to close down. So
right.
And we're 52 miles or 55 miles away from Galway City. So
right.
So it's I know I'm not putting the plug in for us, but it's great to know about the product. That's why I wanted to hear about it more. But it's great to know where.
We also do sell online. We have
brilliant.
haveasuperlife.com. That's our site. And
haveasuperlife.com.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
And then there's free shipping for anybody that orders in Ireland.
Oh, brilliant.
And, yeah.
And where you're based in? I'm going to say Sligo, but
Mead.
in Meath. God, for Sligo, Meath. Where did I get that one from? Why did I think Sligo? I don't know why. I have Sligo on the brain, but you're based in Meath, so I mean, you're obviously employing yourself and Dermot. Is there anyone else involved in the business, or?
Yeah, we have an admin girl that's with us in the business. We try to keep it all very lean and very tight, and it's a small little Irish business.
A small little business, yeah, but it's a fantastic story. And I mean, I'm not going. We won't go into it now because we'd probably need another show for it. But I mean, you have a huge experience yourself in the food business. You know, before you ever went into the more sort of holistic nutrition. So I mean, I know you guys know what you're talking about. But it's just a fantastic. I'm always amazed when I'm talking to people that have come up with different ideas for food-related products. And I don't even like using the word product as such, but I'm always amazed about how they came to the ideas, and I say, God, that was brilliant. How did I never think of something like that?
But, well, there's such an obesity epidemic worldwide and in Ireland also, that really we really want to make healthy eating easy, accessible for people, and it really can be. It has to happen like baby steps. If you want to change your diet, it won't happen in one day. But if you start going in the right direction and every day you add another little thing, and it's really about crowding out the unhealthy foods by adding healthy foods and making it simple and delicious, like you said.
But I think the other thing too is I don't think people actually realise as much the benefit of different foods. My mother, she kill me now, she hears me talking about it, but she had a little tingling in her feet, we'll say, and so she went to the doctor like the sensible woman she is, and he said, I don't think there's anything actually wrong with your circulation. He did a little test, and he said, I actually think it's vitamin B related. And anyway, and then she's given me now last night a big load about different vitamins can be gotten different things and everything like that. And I'm just thinking, well, actually people don't know that, have that information. They don't actually know. And
a lot of people treat their car better than they treat their body.
Oh, well, that's very true.
Yeah.
But it's not even, they don't even know. Do you know? I mean, they don't even know that, like, maybe it would be good to have more vitamin B, or it would be good to have more of this or that or the other or whatever. They don't actually know. I mean, that's the thing. And they're, if you're depending on, people where do you get that information from, basically, as well?
You're asking where to get the information?
No, I'm just saying that people don't know where to get the information.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's. I think more and more people are waking up to really realizing that what they put in their body influences everything.
Absolutely,
not only the physical body, the mental body, but people are waking up. But there's a lot of confusion out there. People don't know how to eat healthy, what is really healthy. Every time there's something new coming out, and then it's contradicted. So it's
that's very true. I mean, there's so many studies done on studies and studies, and at the end of the day, it's one study done in Harvard, there's another one done in London School of Economics, another study done somewhere else, and they all contradict each other, and they're all experts. So,
what I think actually is really just going back to basics, going back to whole foods as nature created, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and then the superfoods really are just whole foods. We don't do anything to them. I mean, the ones in the breakfast toppings are just whole, like you said, seeds and berries, and they're just blended together. And then the powdered ones, they're dehydrated and dried up and blended into a powder, but there's nothing else done to them besides that. It is all whole foods, and that's why if you want to change your diet and you just say to yourself, okay, I'm just going to stick to as natural as possible.
True.
Then it becomes quite simple, actually.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Although some people's definition, but we won't go down the road of that.
Yeah.
But listen, it was lovely having you with us, Talia. And again, of course, that's haveasuperlife.com.
Have a super life. Let's all have a super evening, and thank you very much for having me.
Oh, well, thank you, and thank you for being a super guest.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Bye now.
Bye for now. Bye.